At Houston Baptist University, we have a little bit over 2,000 undergraduate students. And of those students, there's a couple of things that really stick out for us. One is that we have over 36% of our student population identifying as Hispanic. And we also have a very high first-generation student population, with over 24% of our students being first-generation students. We also are a commuter college. As you can see, we only have 34% of our students living on campus. So that kind of combination brings some complexity to what we see in our student population when we're in a classroom setting. Within our kinesiology department, we have about 200 students within our 3 different undergraduate degree plans. We have an allied health, wellness management, and a sports management degree plan. And you can see our demographics. We still have that high Hispanic ethnicity. We have a little bit over 33%. We also have a high minority of African Americans at 28.8%. And we have a high first gen population. So we have about 15% of our student populations identifying as a first generation student. So how have we changed? We've had to change up a couple of things within our department as our student body has changed. We have a new type of student and we need a new type of faculty. And this doesn't mean throwing out the baby with the bathwater and that all of a sudden our faculty just need to change the identity of everything that they have been. But we've talked about in our department a couple of things that we really want to emphasize as we have this new identity of student. High minority rate, high first gen rate. A lot of our students are still going home at night and they still are contributing to their family financially. A lot of our students are paying their way through college. A lot of our students don't have that support of understanding from the people they're living with when they go back home of what education is. And honestly, a lot of our students don't even know, their parents, I should say, don't even know what really kinesiology is and what does that mean when they graduate. So one of the things we talk about as a faculty is that we don't hold our students accountable for what they don't know. And that's our job. We want to mentor them and expose them to things and show them things. And so they don't know what they don't know. And one of the other things we really want to emphasize is that we want to get to know our students. Getting to know our students makes an impact in their lives. And I love this quote by Theodore Roosevelt, which says, "No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care." And that's really been proven true within our department. A lot of these students need that encouragement. They need someone to process with, someone to think things through with, somebody to ask questions to, because a lot of them don't have that support when they go home. And so we really want to take a position of mentorship, but not spoon feeding. So in this forum, we'll talk a little bit more about how there's a difference between mentoring a student and spoon feeding a student.
What is the most inspiring thing I ever said to you? Don't be an idiot. Changed my life. Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
So I really like this clip from The Office, and I'm sure many of you have seen this, but I tell this to my students all the time. A lot of things in life are just common sense. Don't be an idiot. And if they can walk out of college with that quote in mind, then we've done a really good job. But what can we do within our department? We put a lot of emphasis in academic advising. All of our full-time faculty advise. We all advise in-house within our kinesiology students. We advise multiple times a year. We try not to just focus on making a schedule and helping kids pick classes, but we really want to mentor them in things beyond the classroom. How is life going? How are things at home? What's your financial settings looking like? How can we help you? How are your other classes going on campus? Really focusing on mentorship, coaching. What are you going to do for the summer? I see you're working your way through college. How can we get you a job that's going to give you experience for your resume and not just pay your bills? And so we really want to emphasize this mentorship and coaching through academic advising. We also streamline our departmental policies. We have taken a couple of different things such as our testing policy, our online testing policy, our makeup, and our late work policy, and we've made them universal across our department. And we've done that to help aid students with continuity, but also to help with our faculty so that students come into our upper levels more prepared with what the expectation of higher education is. And so we also focus on accessibility. I personally and my colleague, Dr. Mark Gaus, most of our students have our phone numbers. And I believe that college students are young adults and that when we have those conversations of responsibility and boundaries, they're really good. They're really good about respecting boundaries when they have my cell phone number. I tell them if they're going to ask me a question in a text message that is answerable through their syllabus, I'm just going to ignore them. And every now and then I'll have that one or two students who will ask me a question, and if it's in their syllabus, I just don't respond. But for the most part, when they're asking questions or they're needing help or they need to stay in touch with something, having that open line of communication has been really beneficial. And the last thing is encouraging one another not to be an island. There's so many things within universities and colleges where other departments can help you help your students, help you be a better professor, help you be a better academic advisor, help you be a better mentor, help you be a better coach. And for us, we have a couple of big ones. One, we have a whole student academic success department, and we know them, they know us, they come to our classes, we go to their offices, we stay in really good communication about how we can help our students, especially our struggling ones. And then we also have a program, TRIO. We have a TRIO program because we are a high minority university. And so there might be things on your campus that you can get involved in as well. But branching out beyond our departmental walls to really holistically help our students is a big emphasis for us as well. And I hope to talk about this more with you guys in the forum. So I hope to see you there.